Hi, I'm Christy Ignash, and this is...
I'm Allison.
And who are you? You don't want to say it now?
It's Sabrina.
This is Sabrina, and she said it the first take, but it just got too confusing, so we had to do take two. This is take two. Anyway, welcome to the third day of my 30-day Be Inspired video challenge, and today I have my lovely girls with me because everybody wanted in on the video, so that's pretty awesome. And it's a good time because I would really like to talk to you today about a book that changed my life, and it's called The Secret. Have you heard of The Secret? The Secret came out in 2006, and I was a consultant up in Traverse City, and I saw it on Oprah. I saw a bunch of experts talking about The Secret, and I thought, oh wow, I need that book. I need to see what this is all about. This sounds like just what I need in my life. So the very next day on my lunch break, I went and walked into the bookstore, and there was this huge display. It had the book, it had the DVDs, it had the book on CD, and I bought them all. I felt like I was drawn to it. There was magic in these in this book, in these words. And I started reading it right away, and everything that I was reading just really resonated with me. It just had a different way of looking at things, and I had always believed in creating the kind of life that you want and doing things to make it happen, but I never really kind of thought about attracting things into my life and how I was attracting things into my life by the thoughts I was thinking. And the reason this book was especially timely for me was because I was very pregnant. Did I tell you that? You were in my belly. And I had spent the entire year trying to figure out how I was going to work part-time and be able to be home with Allison when she was born. And just could not figure out how we were going to do that. It just, I sat down with a notebook and I wrote it out, and I kept on trying to figure out how it's going to work, and it just, I couldn't make it happen. And so this book, though, when this book came to my life, it kind of opened my thinking into thinking, okay, well, I got to start thinking that things can happen for me in my life, and I got to stop worrying about how it's all going to happen. I just have to know and believe and trust that it's going to happen, and what I truly, truly want in my life can happen. And flash forward a few months later, Allison was born, and it was wonderful, and she was beautiful, and it was so much fun to get to be home with her. And I had to start looking at daycares and thinking about childcare and what I was going to do about going back to work. And one day I came home from taking her to a really nice daycare that was just down the street. It was a lady who lived in her home. She had 2 young boys. She was a pediatric nurse. She was so sweet and so nice, and took Allison in her arms and was ready to take great care of her. And I came home and started crying. I just couldn't do it. I knew that I had to stay home, and when my husband got home from work that day, I said, I can't do it, and he said, then don't. Let's find a different way. And I was so grateful for him that he did that, and I know that not every husband would do that, and that was a really brave thing to do. And you know, I could have sat there and worried about how we were going to make it, and sometimes I did, but what started happening after I just trusted and we took the leap of faith is that things just came to us. You know, I didn't know how we were going to buy her clothes, but we had friends that had girls, and they had tons of clothes. They loaned us all kinds of clothes, and a lot of them were practically brand new. We got lots of toys from other people in great condition that were barely even used. You know, every time it would seem like we needed a little bit more, somehow it would come to us. There would be a birthday. My parents or Brad's parents would send us a care package, or something would come up, and it always kept working out. And so one thing that it really taught me, excuse me, Serena, was you have to think it first and you have to believe that it can happen. And you have to take that leap of faith. And when you do, and when you trust, and when you know, it starts to manifest for you. I'm going to leave it at that today. We'll talk a little bit more in the future about vision boards and really getting focused in on what you want to create in your life. Excuse me, honey. Excuse me. We're in a video, remember? Okay, we'll put the earring on in a minute. And okay, I think it's time. All right, everybody, say goodbye.
Goodbye, and
Thank you for joining us
and
today.
we will see you next time on Chapter 4.
On Chapter 4. Very good. And have a great day. Mwah.